Oh, big crash.
Big crash.
Oh, big accident in the rest of the video.
In fact, this will be a red flag, almost certainly. Huge impact.
To the right of your picture in the black Audi, he's going to go on the attack, and to the left, the blue Audi of Vella looking at the inside, and tag there from Pereira on the back of Van der Linde sends the South African into a spin at the first corner. Doesn't it? It was quite a forceful impact. And yeah, got right underneath the rear splitter, didn't he? Coming out best there, and Stotts gets at the inside through turn 3 of fellow brandmate Schumacher. There's contact, absolutely sideways, and into a spin goes Lucas Stotts, centre round. Super brave, Kelvin van der Linde. It's getting slippery and greasy out there.
Oh!
Got a huge off though, and that is Arjen Guven and Christian Engelhardt with damage and into the gravel trap.
Here's a replay of what happened.
All right, so Engelhardt has lost it because it's greasy. Skittles down the inside on the grass through turn 1. He's going to clatter into the Porsche of Guven, who has nothing to do with that. That is really unlucky for Arjen Guven, who has had a big hit there. You can see him wincing in the car. This is a replay. As trying to go out was Pereira, and we also saw Deleda off the road. So I wonder if he maybe didn't go to wets, but to the dry tyre either way. He didn't have any grip whatsoever there. Did he lock up?
Okay, thank you very much, David. Back to you.
Thanks, Farina. Wet's going on to front Pereira's car. Wet's going on to Jack Aitken's car, and it's all got a bit messy down in the pit lane. He's going to be there, I think, but Shelby's trying to hang it around the outside to hold on to that second place. He'll have the inside line for the left-hander. There's carnage behind it. Oh, no! Kelvin van der Linde off again. It's a replay. Arjen just straight on there, and there's mud, there's grass. He had really, once he...
Number 12 Pyrrha Motorsport car. And there is two cars getting together. It's a spin into the barriers. It's car 30 that goes in. That is Max Kronberg in that 5th place. Now let's have a look here. And getting together with the 85 car of Jan-Philipp Springhoff is Nicola Moller-Madsen for Stefan Bastanchiev. Now further back, and a little bit of contact between the number 13 and the number 34. So Celia Martin into the corner. He had a couple of wheels onto the curb. Now, whether Jan tried to shut the door on him, we can't really see from that angle. A lot of fights for the minor places further back. And that is the Allied Racing number 22 car going spinning off Nathan Schaap. The number 9 car with Tano Neumann at the wheel. He got into Tano Neumann, so... it is actually out in turn 5 in the fence. You can see he continued on his way, then went straight on, maybe damage from that initial impact, straight into the tyre barrier. Alex Connor, 2 non-finishes, 2 early retirements. You see him hand over to Max Kronberg. We've got more dramas further back. Is that Joachim Bolte? And he goes into the barrier. Going into turn 1, there was also a collision further back with the 34 car and the Pro Sport Aston Martin. And that is Mikael Makash getting out wide, a wheel on the dirt, on the white line. And there is Cedric Pirro in the number 12 car going off and into the tyre barrier. An awful lot of cars. And there is the number 19, the car that's very similar to the race leader, getting together with teammates. Oh, dearie me, that's not going to go down well, is it? Also off into the barrier. You can see it there. Yasin Ferrati might have been involved in that as well. So, pointing the wrong way. And it looks as though it might have been a tap from Harry Jones that set that one off. And then it's uphill again around to turn 2. Rest of the cars, and that's Gisela Cordier who's sent spinning into the barriers. And he's kept it, putting the pressure onto Bastian Boost. Now, as long as Köhler is there, right on his rear quarter, that kind of prevents Bastian Boost from making a challenge. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of damage there. The rear quarter of the car is missing. And that was Georgi Donchev. Well, at least he kept it the right way up this year, but doing a bit of rallycross, that hasn't helped. And a number of drivers just outbraking themselves. That was the remnants of Diego Stifter's car, Stender in the 68 car. And also That is Loke Hartog spinning as well. Had to do a double take because he looks the same as Larry 1040's car. So Loke Hartog is looking at that battle in front of him into turn one. Harry King takes a different line. He goes to the inside and they make contact. And Harry Jones is bounced out of the way. Goes Vincent Andronacco. The outside becomes the inside. Who Van Eindhoven gets together with Theo Overhouse. Overhouse keeps it on the accelerator.
Bloco andando super rápido e agressivamente.
Olha só, rapaz. E o caso do Digo, ó, com o Enzo, ele deu de frente ali no carro do Lucas Coll, por isso o Lucas Coll rodou e ficou no meio ali do saca-rolha, ó. Tá explicado a confusão do saca-rolha agora, ó. Mergulha por dentro, Gaetano tenta pegar uma carona por ali. Felipe Batista sensacional, já tem toque com o Ricardinho. Já tem roda, peão.
Mas o carro dele tá...
Vamos ver se o Camilo volta, né? Olha só.
Com o Casagrande.
Quem que vai ganhar? Quem que vai chegar na frente? Olha o Átila abriu. Acertou ali o Dudu, atravessou pro meio, vai acertar de novo.
Agora é o pulo do gato, safety car, já tem gente entrando no box. Ricardinho, lembrando que aconteceu em Cascavel, hein?
Exatamente.
Mas ainda não teve indicação
tá
do safety car ainda. Ó, Dudu sem asa traseira. Fim de prova. Pá, não tem até o Átila parado, mas o Átila vai voltar.
Tá virando. Olha o toque aí que a gente tá mostrando. A gente tá olhando aqui que a gente tá com o visual da pista. O Felipe Massa já vai bater porta ali com o Sérgio Gimenez.
O Salas passou o Nelsinho.
E já tem o coisa feia. Massa, Gianluca.
E Bruno Batista.
Gianluca tá na pista.
É isso aí.
Foi com o Zonta. E aí o Salas também já vai pra fora. Escapou.
E Nelsinho.
Casagrande já tá ali do lado.
Eurofarma rodado ali, ó.
E aí já tem mais uma panca ali. César Ramos.
Olha isso, rapaz.
Rapaz, impressionante. Vamos com o safety car.
Agora
não tem condição de continuar. Safety car na pista. Safety car na pista. Olha como ficou o carro do Zonta. E o Massa de novo com o capô levantado. Mais uma cena aí. O César Ramos com o Denis Navarro. Júlio Campos também tomou, hein? Olha aqui atrás, já vinha o Massa rodado, o Batista escapando.
O Zonta.
E o Zonta com uma panca na traseira, né? O Zonta tomou uma...
Vamos ver agora.
Uma panca ali, ó. Teve um totozinho de meio...
Não, o carro da Blau parece que deu no Júlio, né?
Impressionante. E aí, Nelsinho com o Gui Salas. Também aquele totozinho na traseira.
Não sei como ele conseguiu fazer essa manobra. Olha,
foi um
salseiro.
Strike, mano. Foi um strike. O Lucas Coll entrou de gaiato ali. Mais à frente a gente viu o carro ali do Wagner Pontes.
Meu Deus.
Veio que veio com tudo ali, o Alê.
Mas é impossível.
Vamos ter safety car, todo o pelotão alinhado, enquanto a gente vai vendo essa disputa do Enzo Falquete com o Rafael Velho. Léo Rufino se distancia um pouquinho, Bruno Testa chega, Thiago Riberi também, Marcos Índio mergulha, coloca por dentro, faz a ultrapassagem e tem o toque. Índio com o Riberi, o toque. Sensacional esse começo de prova. E o Chris Bornemann já tinha a possibilidade, enquanto aqui a gente vai vendo as saídas todas de pista, né? Dos carros que vinham mais atrás, pessoal ali da Elite e da Super, dando uma esparramada. E o Enzo Gianfratti que já entraram aqui para o box, que segue todo mundo para acelerar.
A pista propicia todas essas batidas aí.
The left front, after I saw this, like he might have clipped the inside wall and broken the steering arm.
Obviously no longer attached. It just failed, looks like.
Well,
was there contact earlier that caused it?
We don't know. It looked like... Elbows out!
Big look! That could have been ugly, and Will Power says thanks. Take a look. Top of your screen, just, lost it early, got wide.
Oof. And this is devastating for Newgarden, because if Palou was going to pit under green, he might still have to. Oh boy, that's shocking. What happened there?
Barely got offline. Jack Harvey, this is in turn 8, coming onto the back straight there.
With the caution out. Herta goes around.
There's Hunter Ray.
Nothing wrong there.
Oh, Felix went in deep. Canapino went in deep.
After pit in.
That's right. That's right. He's got to go a lap around. He's missed it.
Just misses the apex, carries a little too much speed.
Attacked by Foster, and now they come together behind.
and that's Daniel Frost and Rasmus Lind.
We got a replay of what happened to him. Oh, and it was lap traffic, dealing with Gray Newell, who at the time was running 4th in GT4, and both of those drivers lost significant time. Trapped a lap down relative to the rest of the class. Let's look at what happened to Rusty Biddle. Just a little bit wide, and it does not take much.
Some damage, I think that might be Pombo there. That's
no, that was 71 spun around coming out of turn 3. That's going to be the Copeland Motorsports. Looks like they're going to be able to get themselves together. Let's see what happened. Contact from behind, and it looks like just a little bit of overeager driving going down.
Up, and we saw that at VIR, where a car was able to carry on, but was very tough to handle in a straight line.
Won the opening round at Texas back in 2019. Also has run Dakar, and Zoe Edenholm with a big moment. Of course, an incredible motorsports career underneath the belt of that guy, and another big hit there by Miles Cheek, this time to Blade Hildebrand, turns him all the way around. Look at this battle going on here between Bill Hines and Trey Hernquist. Oh man, and Blade gets into the back of the 67 of Ben Mayer.
Turn number 8, and the Decade LMP3. Got help. There was help there from the number 30 Licia.
And do we have a, here we go, replay of, whoa, yikes.
Oh, it's just an understeer down at the kink. Talking to the drivers right through this weekend. In that is Philippe Albuquerque, who's dropped a couple of positions on the restart. Down towards turn 5, and Eng moving over on Mike Rockefeller. Rocky is getting his elbows out, but it looks like he may have just looped it from the outside curb. Yeah, he was already sliding coming through the apex. Almost got it back. That's exactly what it's meant to do, and this is another high-speed incident. That's exactly what happened to Guido van der Garde coming out of turn 13, the exit of the carousel. Assess. So it was actually, it was bar billiards, wasn't it, down through the corner, because there was a double push onto that McLaren. Has not yet re-fired, so Neudorf was in a battle with the number 22 of Jeremy Fletcher, and it was side-by-side contact.
On the back of Annunziata's car, it just was a great puff of white smoke as he went straight across. Again, another example of being grateful that gravel.
Pick out what's happened here. It was a little touch on the back of Hannah Zellers by Joy, and that pitched her.
Cross the start line first, so that will be okay.
Not sure of that. Oh, big incident in the middle of the field. Celine Roland, one of the championship contenders. 3 cars have gone around, the 22 Copeland cars.
Getting offline through the left-hander meant he couldn't get the car rotated into the right-hander that followed, and the result was a trip into the trees. Pierre-Louis Loubet redesigned the rear suspension of his Ford Puma on this rock.
Lacroix was down below the 27 of Ranger and up over top. A big wreck into turn number 1. Rear tire for the 36 of LeBay, and here's what happened through turn 3. Arsenault and LeBay making contact, and then on the exit is where it all went wrong. You see Arsenault managed.
ホッピーもなんとホッピーも火が出ている。うわ、しかもこれもエキゾースト。うわ、土屋エンジニアリングの2台一気に止める。
いやー、でも2台同じチームの2台が燃えるというのも。
車が止まらない。はい、どうぞ。うわー、これは大変なことになってしまいました。かなり燃え広がっています。これ大きな消防車を必要とする。なんか電話で話してますもんね。ここで当たってる。スピンしたんだ。うわー、もったいない。
11, el escolta del campeonato. Ahí mira, a ver, venía Monte. Cuando dobló estaba, volvió y estaba Aramendi. Perfecto, bueno, a ver, ¿qué pasó acá? Ah, no, claro, ese fue, lo atendieron. ¿Quién le dio Valle, no? Cuidado con los carteles. Aquí estamos en la reiteración de imágenes.
Ah, y un toque de Vivian,
Se lo llevó puesto ahí Franquito.
No lo deja ir por afuera, Pacho. Se está defendiendo bien Cosenza.
¡Oh, se le salió la rueda! Se le salió la rueda al auto de Nacho Méndez. ¡Cuidado! ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay! La rueda, ¿dónde fue?
Es Reilly.
Sí, Reilly le pega. No, Reilly no, el otro auto. Reilly lo esquiva.
No, sí, es Reilly que le pega, ¿no?
No, Reilly lo esquiva. Le pega al celeste. Este es
Reilly.
No, Reilly es el 55.
Ah,
no, perdón.
35.
Buena respuesta de público, una vez más. Ah, ahí se lo lleva, me parece. Ahí lo toca. Se desacomoda Fernigrini. Ahora sí, Ahora sí va Cosenza por adentro, pero la cuerda la tiene. ¡Uy, se tocaron! ¡Ay, ay, ay! Casi agarra el auto de Garagiola. ¡Qué golpe! Mirá.
No hay buenas novedades para los uruguayos. El auto de Irazú a marcha lenta llega a boxes.
Y no hay novedades para el puntero del campeonato. ¡Cuidado! Y sí, claro, ¿sabe quién se fue? ¿No? Otra vez. ¡Uy! Se pegó, Se pegó el 113 de Gutiérrez, impactando contra los neumáticos.
Allá va a salir, mirá. Saltó el piano como una rampa.
Sí. El auto rojo ahí quedó y venía traverso. Y
los desacomoda ese piano. Y fíjate cómo... Uy, me gustó esta.
Muy buena maniobra. Se tira el flaco Emiliano. Se van a tocar. ¡Ay, ay, ay! Se tocaron. No. Mirá vos. Se tocaron. No está... Uy, bueno, cómo se va a calentar.
Got loose. Just had to go up the racetrack, and then he ran out of it.
And so what I see there that really surprises me, we saw the 5-car go up the racetrack earlier.
Typically, but beside someone, they drive really well, but with the contact, that's what started this issue. Normally we would see this, and that would be air. Air would be pulling downforce off that inside car, and it would wreck it, spin out, lose control.
Big rear impact, very square on the rear bumper, and you see the back of this car. Unlike last year, you see some deformation. You see right there, the back of the car has...
Corey LaJoie drives under him, but he was already loose before Corey got there. You see him starting to come around.
Nice job by the 54, realizing what was happening in front of him, getting out of the gas. Another big rear impact.
Is the old car. They still do rely on side force around that door, right in front of that rear tire. And you wonder if when they get side by side, pretty much even with each other, some of that resin. Oh, we got a crash down the back straightaway. Looks like Alex Bowman's around.
Yeah, big contact there. Alex Bowman slammed into the side of another car, too.
Big crash off of turn 2. Big hit. The 77, Sammy Smith.
Yeah, 77 of Hocevar.
In the left front of Sammy Smith. So the 20 here just spins harmlessly down to the inside. There's a big contact. That's going to bend the rear end housing in that 77. He's just got a right front tire down. Back in the back here. He's getting turned out right there off of... Can't tell who that is, but... Yeah, the 7 starts to turn down to get into his pits, and Ty just doesn't recognize he's going to start slowing down and gets into the back of him. Here he goes. He's starting to turn.
Well, look at the gap between the 20 and the 7. I mean, the 7 has an early stall, and I don't know that Ty knows where. Yeah, that's left front tire. You see it bottoming out the splitter into the wall.
It looked like it was Chandler Smith, maybe Austin Hill.
Yeah, Chandler Smith is sliding across the nose of the 21. I don't think Austin Hill appreciated it too much. He gets in the back of the 16. He knows right away he's got a right front tire issue. He's going to go up here and lightly get to the fence and then just kind of carry on the rest of the way to get home. They had a conversation about it afterwards.
They're continuing on. Gosh, you were just talking about
it. Going down.
Right front tire flat.
Except when going out of the sails, this is another big shot for this team.
Andres Perez, who had to come down pit road there, and they get together. Contact. Gus Dean, who had taken the lead, he's into the wall. Connor Mosak. Let's watch it from this angle.
Yeah, and you know, the way the 18 was jacked up, it kind of made it look worse, like Jesse Love jumped the start. But honestly, they kind of went at the same time.
And he just gets a bit of a wobble on, does he, coming into the Beckett's? Yes, he does. He just loses the front there. Such an easy mistake to make in these conditions when you really are onto the disaster side, as we've got another Belford's down! He lost the front, almost held it. Marquez still, but that's Belford. Brenton and Mounty with Lucas Brown around the outside. Oh, Mounty's out! Down. Oh, he's lost the front through Brooklyn's there. Has Sullivan Mount after Sasha.
Here it is down into Luffield then. This is where
it just slipped off
Sullivan
on his own accord.
Crashed.